Warwick Buzzard. ESP slamming away in the background. Bam. Adios. You get your money's worth when you go to see Nightwish live. Hello there and welcome to Music is Your Friend. Today I'm going to react to a Nightwish song which is great. It was actually left in the comment section below. I am a huge fan of Nightwish. I've been to their concerts multiple times, but I didn't actually choose this song to react to. It was actually left in the comment section by another viewer, so here I go. Nightwish, Ghost Love Score, live at Wacken, and the year was 2013. Which is great. For this reaction, I'm using a pair of Superlux HD 681 headphones. They're actually really good. They have a really decent bass response, and they're pretty linear compared to other, much more expensive headphones. So definitely check them out. They're dirt cheap, and the links are in the description below. Boo, Ghost Love Score. Yuka on the drums, man, I miss Yuka. Hope he's doing well. Wacken, just amazing, breathtaking. Thousands upon thousands of metalheads in front of your eyes, man. Crazy. Amazing, man. The crazy Pied Piper Pirates of the Caribbean setup for Thomas. Floriance. Amazing vocals. Empo drinking water with his little side 4x12. Great. Four comes from this really small Dutch city. I've passed next to it. I've never been in it, but yeah, it's great. Her sister is also apparently a singer. I've never listened to her, but I'm gonna need to check her out as well. Ample has time to walk around and to bother the rest of the guys. Great. Tama drums, now it's Pearl with Kai Hapto. The cymbals. The Warwick Buzzard bass. A John Entwistle kind of tribute by Marco. Mixed brilliantly, performed brilliantly. The Wacken crest in flames. Chimes.
Siren from the deep came to me, sang my name, my Lord.
Yuka is such a perfectionist on drums. Like, his licks are just amazing. He looks kind of awkward, I'm guessing because of his height and the way he kind of sits down when he plays, but it's just pristine, man. It's just something else. And these Star Classics actually sound really good. This is a live performance and they sound like full-on studio quality. Although he is using, I believe, triggered sounds, but just, you know, the toms. He's not triggering the toms. They just sound great. I've seen some Royer microphones, they're kind of ribbing them is on the drums, I believe. And here it is Ample playing his ESP. The band is in a much better place here than they were on the end of the. Sorry, on the I can't even speak when I have music playing in my ear. I'm just gonna wait till the end of the song. When I visited the Nightwish show, I actually didn't appreciate the visuals on the LED panels in the background. I actually, I would actually appreciate it more if they actually filmed the guys that were on stage and the girls, sorry. Because these clouds are cool, but I actually want to see what, Tuomas is playing. And Tuomas' setup on this video wasn't too revealing, as, the little kind of what appear to be bamboo pipes are kind of in the way, so you can't see his fingers, I liked it with that kind of angled keyboard. That was kind of the deal for me. Oh, here it is Yuka with his in-ear gear. People are lighting up the crowd with their cigarette lighters and cell phones. Slam it, Yuka. Just epic, epic. Artistry, the artistry behind all of this. And their front of house guy actually knows what he's doing. He's actually making all of this sound even better, when the bass moves you and all of these subs and these line arrays are actually just slamming into you. Drama, drama, drama. Melody. Open it up. Yes. What a closing, man. All the girls in the crowd are just amazed by this monstrosity that's called Nightwish. Vocals amazing, drums amazing, bass amazing, keyboards out of this world. The guitar just slamming, cool leads, very tasteful, kind of Pink Floyd-ish at parts, but on the other hand, very metal. vocals. Yes! This is what the world needs. Yukai. Let's just jam till the end. See a collection of Paiste Rude and Paiste signature cymbals. Tama Star Classic plus Paiste Rude, Dave Lombardo. The toms sound amazing. Yeah, man, just end it, end it. Epic. Warwick Buzzard. ESP slamming away in the background. Bam. Adios. You get your money's worth when you go to see Nightwish live. Yeah, this is Ghost Love Score and probably the best version ever. To all of you Ataria fans, I'm terribly sorry, but this is just better. So yeah, I really love this band and I enjoy their music. I listen to it quite a lot. There are all these like little different details and I'm kind of a music instruments freak, so I keep an eye out for them, and you know, just casual watchers or listeners might not even perceive them. The LED screen in the background, for example, the stuff that I said about Nightwish Live, I would really kind of enjoy it more if I could actually see what the hell the guys are doing on stage instead of, you know, the display just kind of showing, you know, the narrative of the album. What these guys do live is art, so I actually kind of don't need a visual aid. So what I meant to say during the song, but I just couldn't because I can't speak and listen to something that I really enjoy at the same time. At the time, I believe that the band was in a much better place than they were during the End of an Era tour and all that stuff. This is really good musically. Like, just look at Empo playing. He's happy. He is inspired. His solos sound inspired. His ESP is really cool. I would definitely like to have one of them, but they were only made in Japan. He has this little 4x12 that he uses live. You can actually see the cabinet, right? There is no amp head on top of it. It's just the cabinet. And it just kind of feeds some sound so he can kind of come close to that cabinet and get some feedback off of the speakers. He actually has in-ear monitors, so he kind of doesn't need them, but it's just for those kind of very sustained notes. This is what it's for. So if you didn't know, now you know. And it's also kind of a pretty decent shelf for, I would say, extra picks, a towel, or, you know, a water bottle or something like that. So yeah, quite cool. Also keep in mind that this is not a Nightwish show, right? It is their concert. They were headlining, but it's Wacken. It's like the mecca of metal. It's the biggest metal music festival ever. Although there were some events that had kind of more people, but they were kind of mixed events and they were kind of one-off deals. Wacken is like the daddy. It's like the best festival ever. They have their own beer pipeline, for heaven's sake. Like, who has that? So there were multiple other artists performing on the same stage on that day and on the day previous to that day, and I'm guessing later as well. They couldn't bring everything that they use live in other shows. I can tell you that their private shows are amazing. The amount of pyro that they use is crazy. It's only rivaled by Rammstein, but that's kind of the point of Rammstein. It's just like German distortion fire. That's it. And, you know, Nightwish is like, I can play you a Nightwish song and you wouldn't ever like tell that it's aggressive, right? Some of their music is quite aggressive. It actually works with the pyro quite well. Definitely recommend that you go and see Nightwish perform live. Marco has like a whole different array of Warwick basses, and the one that he's playing live in this video is a Buzzard model, which is kind of the Who tribute thing, and it actually suits him quite nicely. The bass just sounds good, but I'm guessing that he's plugging it into his regular rig, which is quite cool and sounds great. floors just singing her ass off. Again, I'm really thankful that she is in the band now. I miss Yuka a lot. I just preferred his playing because he was in the band so long. He has some authority within this band, while on the other hand, I don't think that Kai has it yet. And they're different drummers, right? So I kind of prefer Yuka's ideas. Kai is a great drummer, but I prefer Yuka's ideas. He kind of has this new guy, call it like a hired gun syndrome. I don't think that he's kind of pushing the pedal to the metal, so to speak. That's a shame. On top of that, Tuomas currently isn't making music that allows you to push the pedal to the metal. I definitely want to hear the new album. It should be coming out in, I would say, a couple of weeks from the day that I actually recorded this video. Yeah, and as far as Tuomas goes, if you check out his rig, if you check out his multiple keyboards, they all kind of do different things. He has this little Korg that he paints the housing into different colors. That's kind of his string sounds. I'm guessing that he uses for some other songs as well. The rest of the keyboards are what you would call flagship models of a certain brand. They do like a lot of these kind of orchestral stuff as well. And I don't really like that. And basically, if you listen to old Nightwish, all keyboard sounds were actually kind of played. Here, a lot of it is just kind of being played over the PA and not played physically. And this is something I don't like. When they recorded albums, they had like a whole orchestra on tap. Here, it's basically impossible to do. It wouldn't even sound good. If you would have like too many microphones on stage. Nobody can pay that. It's not feasible to have like 1 million people on stage financially. It's hard to mic. It's hard to mix. It just doesn't make any sense. The whole epicness of modern Nightwish is something that kind of took away from, I would say, the simpleness, like the honesty of, a keyboard player just playing the keyboards and kind of working the room with his 10 fingers. So if you have something that's kind of pre-recorded and just played over the PA, you need to have like a click track, which is basically kind of a metronome, and everything needs to be synced. And then the drummer needs to listen to this kind of click, click, click thing and kind of play around with it. And if somebody makes a mistake, they just need to kind of catch up to the click because everything is going to be synced to that click track. So, the lights, the pyro, just about everything. It's very complicated and it's kind of dehumanizing. I would actually like for them to kind of come back to that original band on stage kind of a thing. And to play all of this, like they would have to have 3 keyboard players on stage, and that's also just not feasible. It doesn't make any sense. I like that Troy is now in the band, so maybe he can take over some of this stuff. But in reality, the songs actually need to be created in such a way for that to work. And, when I went to see them live, some older songs, I would say like the Kinslayer, they were just kind of ripping, man. They had like more impact than these modern, let's just call them Richard Dawkins songs. It just sounded better. It sounded more heavy and more sincere and had more impact. And this is not one of those, he's an older fan and he likes the older material. It's just that the way that it was played originally, you can perform it live and therefore it's sincere. And if you had, the same orchestra that played Harry Potter soundtrack and other stuff, like you can't replicate that live, right? You can only kind of do what Nightwish is doing with these songs there, and that's great. But again, the more sincere part, this is what I prefer. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any other artists or songs that you would like me to react to, please put them in the comment section below. Remember, music is your friend, so choose your friends wisely. Adios, guys. Boom.